Welcome back to the Film Files, the podcast that dives deep into the making of your favorite films and uncovers those hidden gems of cinematic trivia. In today's episode, we're plunging into the gritty world of Guy Ritchie's 2023 action thriller, The Covenant. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and join us as we pull back the curtain on this roller coaster ride of a movie. Please note that some things may be considered spoilers. In Guy Ritchie's intense action thriller, The Covenant, we follow the gritty story of U.S. Army Master Sergeant John Kinley, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and his interpreter Ahmed Abdullah, portrayed by Dar Salim. Amidst the backdrop of the war in Afghanistan, Kinley's unit is brutally ambushed, leaving him in need of a new interpreter. Enter the steadfast Ahmed, a man harboring a past affiliation with the Taliban, but turned ally after a personal tragedy. Their shared journey is a tale of survival and camaraderie under fire. During a perilous raid, they are the sole survivors of a Taliban onslaught. Despite being continually pursued and ambushed by the insurgents, they forge a desperate path back to Bagram Air Base, with Ahmed displaying unwavering resolve to save Kinley, earning his respect and a deep sense of indebtedness. This bond carries forward even after Kinley returns home to Santa Clarita, California, where he learns of the dire circumstances faced by Ahmed and his family. In a bid to repay his life debt, Kinley sets out on a mission to secure U.S. visas for them, enlisting the help of his superior, Lieutenant Colonel Vokes. Disguising himself as Ron K., Kinley returns to Afghanistan, collaborating with a private military contractor, Parker, who agrees to aid them under the condition that Kinley finds Ahmed first. Amidst a series of treacherous encounters, Kinley finally reunites with Ahmed and convinces him to come to the U.S. Their escape, however, is met with a fierce Taliban assault, culminating in a high-tension shootout. The film ends on a sobering note, revealing that post-U.S. withdrawal, over 300 Afghan interpreters have been killed by the Taliban, with thousands still in hiding. A chilling testament to the reality of the Afghan interpreters' plight, The Covenant underscores the personal stories often overlooked in the broader narrative of war. First and foremost, it's important to note that The Covenant marks a departure from Ritchie's more characteristically flashy, high-energy style. With its military setting and intense action sequences, Ritchie brings us a raw, visceral war film. But beneath the surface, this is a story about loyalty, trust, and the lengths we'll go to keep a promise. The performances by Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar Salim as Master Sergeant John Kinley and interpreter Ahmed Abdullah, respectively, are particularly gripping. The production of The Covenant had its unique challenges. Shooting began in February 2022 in the picturesque yet rugged terrains of Alicante, Spain, which stood in for the mountainous regions of Afghanistan. This location gave the film its stark, beautiful, and dangerous backdrop, enhancing the authenticity of the life-threatening journey of the protagonists. A lesser-known fact about the film is its name change. The movie was originally titled The Interpreter, but was later renamed to Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Reportedly, this was done to avoid confusion with the 2006 movie of the same name. As is common with most Ritchie films, The Covenant had a collaborative scriptwriting process. Guy Ritchie co-wrote the script with Ivan Atkinson and Marn Davies, weaving together a tale that is both thrilling and emotionally charged. It was this trio's dedication to crafting a solid story that led to the film receiving generally positive reviews from critics. An interesting tidbit about the film involves the change in distribution rights. Initially, MGM had planned to distribute the movie through their United Artists Releasing joint venture. However, in 2023, Amazon Prime Video acquired some international distribution rights, as well as post-theatrical streaming rights in the United States. And of course, we can't forget the heart-stopping final standoff at Darunta Dam. The tense battle scene, which featured a protracted gunfight, an AC-130 gunship, and an AH-64 attack helicopter, was meticulously choreographed and took several weeks to film. To me, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant stands out as one of the best movie experiences of the year so far. It's a gripping piece of cinema, and while it might not be your typical Guy Ritchie film, it is a masterfully put-together movie. There are plenty of intense and well-executed action sequences in here, but the heart of the movie is the relationship between John Kinley and Ahmed Abdullah. The performances of Gyllenhaal and Salim are excellent, While the movie could be blamed for glorifying the U.S. presence in Afghanistan, it also shines a light on the fact that the U.S. and other countries promised their interpreters visas to leave Afghanistan. But in many cases, they did not live up to this, which put the interpreters and their families in danger. The movie loses a little steam about 3/4 in, but all in all this is a great movie, mostly shot with practical effects, although there are some sequences obviously using stock footage and what seems to be mediocre CGI involving the helicopter gunship late in the movie. It's a gripping movie that I wish I had gone to see in the theater. That's it for today's episode of The Film Files. We'll be back next time with more behind-the-scenes tales and fun facts from another interesting movie. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, be sure to check out our next episode for more interesting movie trivia.